My role here today is to share the keynote and close us out. And I have the wonderful privilege of sharing about hope, healing, and belonging. And I'm going to look at those three things through the lens of my own personal story. I didn't believe anything positive about myself until I was about 25 years old. I grew up in an environment where trauma from my mom, she passed down trauma through her hands and her words, and she did more damage with her words. But the one thing I do know is there was something in me that I knew was hope. And the only way I can describe it is through a quote that I read in a book by Napoleon Hill called The Law of Success. And the quote is, "Deposited in every human soul is the seed of a great future. But that seed will not germinate, much less grow, except through the rendering of useful service." The hope in me was simply, I knew that I could be helpful and useful. I just didn't know how to get there. I didn't know what the on-ramp was to doing that. So my hopes are, I had some hope, and I had hope givers along the way that believed in me, even when I really didn't believe in myself. My healing began on March 30th of 1997 at 12:32 p.m. The reason why I remember the date and time is because something profound and powerful happened to me. Literally, I went from believing that I was worthless, nothing, and a nobody, to understanding in a moment that I have worth and value, and I'm a somebody and not a nobody. And that just happened in a space of time, talking about purpose. And for the first time in my life, I believed something positive about myself. And here's the interesting thing. I had people all around me that believed in me, but my healing journey didn't start till I believed in myself. Healing happens when you start believing in yourself and who you are. And that's really through the lens of accepting who I was as a person, really forgiving myself and loving myself. And that's really what happened. And I'm still on this healing journey to be a better person. The two most basic needs for every human being on planet Earth is to belong and to have significance. Belonging is super powerful, and I like to unpack that through this. If you find yourself in a space where you don't belong, what are some natural or organic emotions that you might be experiencing? Just think about that. Now, think about you being in a space where you know people get you and you know you belong. And that really is that small difference between belonging. It's finding spaces that not only accept you, appreciate you, but they allow you the wonderful privilege to show up and simply be you and belong. That is my story through hope, healing, and belonging. With that said, peace.